Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's the coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken from the 7. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former 2nd-round pick back in 2014. And a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft. Even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray. But in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Carr. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done right there.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Carr to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 23 carries, 96 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to power it ahead with 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. 51
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They go play action now with McSorley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Holding offense.
Well, Collins of LSU is the guilty party. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situation.
Titans coming hard, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. An early special teams wake-up call there, their first drive, and they have the punt block.
And obviously they were giving the ball up, but that's not the way it's supposed to conclude. That ball's supposed to be downfield, better field position for your defense to work off of. Instead, you've given up a momentum play, and now you've got the other side excited.
The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
That's on Jawan Taylor, 2nd-round pick from Florida. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley out to his left. He'll try and run it. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's going to be a long day.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We're good, we're good.
2nd and a yard.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr. And Sanders has got it complete.
Come on, fellas.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Raiders 0.
Monday, down. Blue 80. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. Finding room inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He's got Smith here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but That O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. From the 27, Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Carr. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Carr now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Carr. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The guilty party, Chance Warmack, the guard out of Alabama. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Titans. Devin Funchess, 83 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We got three. We got three.
On the draw, Richard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got this. No. Check that.
Here's Carr. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Carr going to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, 1st half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Jones has it. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
False start, offense.
At their 49-yard line.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. McSorley sets to pass. He's got Jack Doyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
15.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they... And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Ito Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. William Hayes racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Jalen Richard.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returning is Peppers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Still going. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Defensively, it was Leighton Van Der Esch up from his linebacker spot.
70. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D.
Again, it's Jones.
Let's go.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. McSorley from the shotgun. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's on the 1st-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 30 yards. And the Titans first down.
A first down carry for Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 41-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the Raiders' 35.
From the 35 on second down, McSorley. And he slings one that's incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. And that takes us from second to third down. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Carr, throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Ready, set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, time. Hit it.
They go play action now with McSorley on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Gators. Silver. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Mike 51.
To throw again on second down. McSorley, he sets up the screen to Jones. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carl try it again on second down. Complete. Smith has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that one will be accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We got double up, double up.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Carr now on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Carr. His throw incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st down, Carr. Caught by Nelson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now, Carr again. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Hayes racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up
Mike 52, Mike 52. Bring it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On third and long, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Ready. 30 base.
Mike, you can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now it's Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Titans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, it's McSorley. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
60 outlaw.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Ready. Now.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Hey, 4 down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Shoot.
On the run, it's Smith. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
91.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Big grip. Big
Well,
grip.
they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
60 Pittsburgh.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.